Namaste and a very good afternoon to all the viewers and participants of today's webinar. मैं रिया बिस्वाल आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ जागो भारत के इस वेबिनार में गांधी 2.0 Reimagining His Principles for Today's India. As we are all aware of today's significance in every Indian's life, 2nd October is a day not to be forgotten by any Indian citizen. And no, I'm not just claiming it because it is one of the national holidays. Also, I'm not suggesting about the Drishyam movie, with Ajay Devgan really goes out of his way to make sure that we remember this date. And the date is none other than today's date, 2nd October. So, what's so special about this date? Let's find out. 2nd October is a national holiday in India that marks the birth anniversary of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, otherwise also known as Mahatma Gandhi. Most of you might already know about this, but stay tuned because there is always more to learn and more to know about it. Now, I'll invite my teammates Prerna and Rudrani to provide us with few insights about Gandhiji.
So on Gandhi Jayanti, it's easy to recall Gandhiji's life as history. But today, we are not here to repeat what textbooks has already taught us. Instead, we want to ask, how do Gandhiji's principles solve the challenges which India faces today? That's why this isn't just about the past, rather it's about reimagining Gandhi for today and tomorrow. So good afternoon everyone, this is Prerna. When we talk about Gandhiji, the first principle that comes to our mind is ahimsa, which is non-violence. But Gandhiji's non-violence was not his weakness. It was rather active resistance. It meant standing firmly against injustice, but without hatred or any aggression. Today, our society faces growing intolerance, whether it's communal tension, online bullying, or even violent protest. In such times, Gandhiji's ahimsa teaches us that peace is not a passive silence, but it's the courage to resolve conflicts without adding more violence to the cycle. Even in digital spaces where negativity spreads so quickly, non-violence can be our answer.
That's interesting, Prerna. But if non-violence is still relevant, how can we actually apply it in the age of social media, where online hate and negativity spreads so fast?
That's a good question, Ria. Non-violence online could mean practicing mindful communication, refusing to forward fake or any hateful content, and instead using a platform to promote empathy. Each of us has a power to turn digital spaces into tools of peace and not conflict.
But Prerna, when injustice is served, say violence against minorities or corruption at large scale, don't you think non-violence might seem too slow or even ineffective?
I see your point, Rudrani. Non-violence may feel slow, but its strength lies in its ability to bring lasting change. Violent resistance might bring immediate results, but it often fuels more violence. Non-violence builds movement that touch hearts and minds, creating change which is harder to undo.
Thank you, Prerna, for the wonderful insight. Let's move on to another Gandhian idea that has shaped India, which is also known as self-reliance or Swadeshi. Gandhiji believed India could only be strong if its people supported local production instead of depending on imports. In today's world, Swadeshi is not just about spinning khadi, it's about sustainability. Supporting small businesses, choosing eco-friendly fashion, promoting organic farming, and investing in renewable energy are all modern forms of Swadeshi. By doing this, we reduce unemployment, empower rural India, and also fight climate change.
That's true, Ria. But in such globalized economy, is complete self-reliance really practical? I mean, don't we need any global trade?
You're right, Prerna. Gandhiji never rejected the world. He only wanted India to be strong enough to stand on its own feet. Self reliance today means building resilience, producing essential goods locally, reducing overdependence, and making choices that strengthen our economy and environment.
But Ria, how do we motivate the youth to actually choose sustainable practices over the convenience of fast fashion, plastics, or quick consumption?
Sure, Rudrani, we can do this by showing them the power of impact. Every choice, whether buying local, carrying a cloth bag, or choosing public transport, multiplies when millions follow it. Youth must realize they are not just consumers, but change makers. That realization is the first step towards sustainability.
Thank you, Ria, for this wonderful insight. Hello, everyone. My name is Rudrani, and today I want to highlight the third Gandhian pillar, Satya, truth. Gandhiji's Satyagraha was about holding on to truth even against powerful forces. Today, truth is under threat from fake news on social media, from corruption that eats away at democracy, and from widening inequality. In such times, Gandhiji's lesson is more relevant than ever. Youth lead fact checking movements, anti corruption campaign, and social justice activism are modern form of satyagraha.
But Rudrani, in today's world, where powerful people often suppress truth, how can ordinary individuals actually make any difference?
Prerna, that's exactly what Gandhiji showed us. That one individual armed with truth can awaken the conscience of millions. Speaking up, fact checking, refusing to participate in corruption, and supporting transparency are all small steps, but together they can transform the society.
That's true, Rudrani. But how do we ensure that truth is not just spoken, but also acted upon, especially in governments and daily life?
Ria, that can be done by practicing truth ourselves. If citizens demand integrity, leaders are forced to follow. And truth must not end as slogan. It must be reflected in policies, education, and in how we treat one another every day. That's how truth become a living principle. If Gandhiji were alive today, he would remind us that his principles are not relies of the past, but living tools to solve our present crisis. Non-violence for peace, Swadeshi for sustainability, and truth for justice. These are the pathways to a stronger and more compassionate India. On the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti, and also as declared by the United Nations, the International Day of Nonviolence, I would like to quote with Mahatma Gandhi's immortal words that there are many causes that I'm prepared to die for, but no causes that I'm prepared to kill for.
Thank you, Rudrani. Now, before we conclude, we want to thank all of you for being a part of this meaningful conversation today. Your presence and participation truly make a difference. If you'd like to stay connected with the impact we are creating, here are a few ways to follow up and stay engaged. Visit our official websites for updates, project stories, and upcoming events. You can also follow us on social media. Thank you, and on behalf of the whole Jaago Bharat team, a very happy Gandhi Jayanti.